Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels adventure. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at a new mod map called Saxthorpe Farms. Now this new map has been dropped on the 3rd of the 7th 2023 and it's on a bit of an early drop of some mods by Giants after FarmCon 23. Now this is actually a UK based map and it's actually based on a realistic farm in a place called Norwich, which is actually not too far away from where I am based in the UK. So let's run through some of the information off Mod Hub. So first off, the map is made by a modder called FARM SIM BRISCO. It's 191.51 megabytes to download. It's on a version 1.0.0.0 and it's PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and the Xbox series of consoles compatible, so cross-play compatible for everybody, so that's really good. So let's run through some additional information. So we've got a custom environment and custom crop calendar for the area. So it's got 2 large customizable farms, 3 small farmyards mostly customizable, 1 BGA, 1 petrol station, 6 areas to buy and place productions, 44 fields with missions, 78 viable farmlands, 1 sawmill, 1 grain mill, 6 sell points and 9 outlets, so like outlet bays to sell the crops. There's an animal dealer, these are 2 places to sell your bales, and there's a water source which is good for all your animals. So there's small ponds dotted around the map, so pretty good. So it does require a few mods though, so I'll just run through those now. So it needs the Grain Storages Pack by Camilo's 0397, the English Barn Pack by Lancyboi, the Concrete Shed Pack by Dutch Modding, the Big Barn by Steve's Mods, the Grain Storage Pack by MefiuFs, the Cow Farm Pack by Camilio 0397, the Grain Shed Pack by MISSYB, the German Grain Mill by TakerLS and Normandy, Silo 200 Pack by Rejstar, Gothic Style Barn by michal piwko, and Old Barn by Hell River. So quite a few mods there needed, but I think it adds to the farm massively. So I think as always we will start with our starting equipment and go from there. As you can see, we don't start with an awful lot of equipment, so that's pretty good. So we've got some small tractors. So we've got a Fendt Favorite 515C, it's got 150 horsepower and it's got no damage or no wear on it. We also start with 2 medium tractors, a John Deere 7810, which has got 175 horsepower, and a Massey Ferguson MF3670, which has also got 170 horsepower. Both of these look like they're brand new as well. We've got the usual Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090H combine. We've got a Rudolph PDK 301RA trailer, which has got an 18,500 litre capacity. We've got the header to go with the Topliner, so it's the standard 6 metre header. We've got an Agramash POV5XL 2.5 metre plough. We've got a Horsch Terrano 3FX 3 metre cultivator. And then we've got an Amazoni KG 3001 Super 3 metre power harrow. And then we've got a Amazoni Centire 3000 Super Seeder, which is again 3 metres wide and got a 1600 litre hopper. And we've got some Hardy Mega 1200L sprayer for the rear of your tractor, and the Hardy Mega 1200L tank for the front. And finally, we've got the Deutz-Fahr Topliner 4090 header trailer. So pretty good really. So this is one of the starting farms. Now, first thing I'd just like to point out is the texture on these barns for farms in the UK is absolutely spot on. Really impressive. Really authentic as well. So they are something that I think the modder should be really proud of. So I'm not sure if this modder who did this map made these sheds or someone else did, but whoever did should be really proud of those. So this farmyard is very British. So over here is actually your sleep trigger in the caravan, so static caravan. And you've got an equipment shed here with a few bits of your equipment. And then you've got some more sheds here which have got some of your Amazoni equipment in. we open this one quick. There we go. Very nice old style barn though. Pretty much what you'd find in most older farms in the UK. So someone's definitely taken some notice in this real farm in Norwich. That's really good. We've then got another big shed here for your grain or for some of your equipment, which has got your Rudolph trailer. So that's really good. And then if we skip through some of the vehicles, so there's the Massey Ferguson, the John Deere, which is actually on your starting farm. Then the Fendt and the top line are actually at the vehicle shop. So with the header and the header trailer, just something to be made aware of. But the shop is pretty cool. It's got nice mechanics bays, and obviously you can go inside as well and have a quick look around. A nice waiting area, nice place to get some cold water, etc. So just another bit of added design for this map, which is really nice. If we can get around there, can we go in the back here? Can we go in the stores? Yep, just pretty much. Let's go in the mechanics bay quick. Yep, look at that, fantastic. So nice bit of starting equipment as well. So if we just run through on the map itself, so if we have a quick look, our starting farm's actually down here. So if we just tab to that, so it's on farmland 48. And as a new farmer mode, we start with farmland 1, 14, 56, 54, 59, 65, 68, and that's about it. And as you can probably see, there's quite a few areas of water as well. So there's ponds there, there's pond there, up here as well there is as well, so that's good. And there's there and there. The map layout itself is pretty nice actually. I think if you look, some of the backgrounds, if it's changed back, you probably see a little bit easier. Some of these background I think are probably Google Earth or some kind of mapping software for the background for the actual real area, so that's really good. So this looks like the main road through the area, then there's a few offshoot roads back up the map and through here and then up here. So you've also got some animals here which we'll run through shortly. The field sizes and shapes are pretty, well, they're not very uniform, so that's definitely farmland in the UK, and they are very good sizes. So there's some smaller ones down here and ones in between in these different sizes here. Then we go up to sizes of like 21, which are really big. So some definitely some good farming for quite a lot of different people, so that's cool. And then if we have a quick look, the crop calendar, like it said in the description, has been changed, and you can see that. So wheat, barley, canola, oats have all been changed slightly, so they're harvesting slightly earlier, but they can be planted into the spring. That's quite good. There's no custom crops though, so it's standard crops. There's an awful lot of places to sell things though. So if we look through a bit further up, as you can see there is loads and loads of different places to sell things, which is really good. So hopefully there should be some very, very nice pricing on this map. You do start with some animals, so you start with a big cow barn, or sorry, 2 big cow barns and a cow briscoe, and we'll run through that in a second as well. And contracts are pretty standard. On field 24 there's a very big spraying contract and harvesting there as well, and fertilising. Standard contracts. The only thing I will say though is I think the mod has done a really good idea here, because the name of the person who's hiring you is actually like a different farm, so Broadland Agri, East Coast Farms, etc. So it's quite nice that they've potentially may have used some of the real names that might be in the area, but I'm not sure. You don't start with any production chains, but that's pretty good because I think there's quite a few on the map anyway. So have a quick look at the animals. What we'll do, we'll just fast travel very quickly up to where the cows are. Now they're actually up here, but you don't own this land, so I'm guessing it's probably rented in real life. So if we visit here, so we've got some custom cow barns here, so they're pretty nice actually as well. So if we jump over this one, jump over this one. So the first one is actually, if we can get lined up with the animal trigger, it's a 300 head cow barn, so that's nice. And there's another one here, trigger there, and that's a 200 head cow barn. So as you can see, you can go through, you've got places to fill up everything, collect all your other bits. You've also got a manure pit there, so that's good. And in this area you've got some more sheds that you can put some of your equipment in. So if we just have a quick run around here, we've got a big, nice big shed here. I thought these were probably silage pits, but they're actually not. But there is some silage pits on this farm. If we run around here, we've got some nice semicircle buildings, so put some equipment in, etc. A massive grain shed here, and then we've got some silage pits here. So here's one, and here's the other, so that's pretty good. And then, last but not least, over here we've actually got the outdoor enclosure. Sorry, just passed another farm building there, so a nice open shed to put something like a combine, etc. But here we've got an outdoor pasture for your cows again. So this is actually called a cow briscoe. So if we just do that, that's 150 head, and this one is also 150 head. So you got another place for 300 more cows. This will need water in here, but there is a pond, so that's good. So free water for these cows. So if you wanted to do some big scale English cow farming, then this might be the map for you. So we're pretty good. So if we then just have a quick look, if we go back down here again, so obviously, like I said, we start with quite a few different fields of different sizes. So I think the mod has obviously been quite generous with what you start with. So I think what we'll do quickly, we'll run through some of the areas on the map. So we've got a Green Tower Grain Bay 1. We've then got down here past your farm, Saxthorpe's Grain Limited Bay 2 and Saxthorpe Grain Limited Bay 1. Up here we've got the BGA for the root crops, and we've got a biogas plant, 500 kilowatt biogas plant. So if we just go here a second, so obviously this biogas plant can take both the root crops and also silage, so that's good. How much is this to buy? Can we find the buy trigger? There it is. 1.258 million. Okay, a lot of grinding to do on this map to buy that then. If we then just skip down to here, we've got some Farm 800. I think that's actually, yeah, so you can probably put your grain and that in there. It's the silo. So the shops down here, the Class Grain Bay 1, Class Grain Bay 2's there, gas stations there, large barn. We've got another East Coast Grain Bay, East Coast Bales, East Coast Bale, Grain PLC Bay 1. Probably behind that's going to be Bay 2, I would say. So Colks Timber, that's good. Sawmill, further up here nothing. Then you've got your animals here, and then literally it's just here, which I think will be the animal dealer. Yep, bale sale and the animal dealer. So yeah, quite a few different areas to purchase, productions and that. Not an awful lot of productions, but obviously if there's places and spaces to buy, you can put your own ones in, so that's pretty good. So quite a nice map though, I must admit. I think some of the level of detail on the map is definitely impressive, and something that the modder should be very, very happy with himself. So what we'll probably finish with, as always, is field prices. So let's have a quick look. If we wanted to buy some grassland field next to our farm, so 55,000 for there, 53,000 for there. Field 2, 308,000. Wow, that's expensive. Let's move over to where the village is a little bit. 122,000 for that farmland there. 209 for there. 8,000 for a small plot there. 12,000 for there. And 9,000 for there. So probably some areas there you could put some on the side of the main road. You could put some productions. That one 57, 20,000 for that. Let's have a quick look at the biggest field on the map then. So probably field 21, 1.41 million. So yeah, definitely some big scale farming potentially needed, and productions if you wanted to buy into the additional farmland on this map. But generally though, I think this is a really nice British map. I think it'd be probably not a bad map for doing a let's play. So something for me to think about in future. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.